today, whether you're live or watching the replay. As I said, my name's Ray, and I'm the founder of Radiant Angel Energy. And I use angel oracle cards to give you advice from the angels about what you need to know in the present. I also do other things like future life progression, past life regression, guided meditations, hypnosis, angelic reiki, publish guided meditations on YouTube and instant insight timer, and work with people one to one. And Graham, I'll hand over to you for you to tell them people what you do.
Thank you, Ray. And good afternoon from East Florida, USA. I am a medium, and I have been for most of my life. I was trained by my mother at basics, and since then my world has been on both sides of the road. And I don't use anything but my body and my senses. And it explores life after death. And to find out that you don't stop living when the body does is a freedom you just can't believe. You've got to learn about life after the change called death. And it's so life freeing. That barrier has disappeared. And here today with Ray and her cards and Spirit upstairs.
And the angels.
They're always angels.
I know.
Yeah. I'm not really an angel. I'll be honest. I put laughter. My wife calls me the comedic clairvoyant. And I just love having a laugh because spirit of those who've passed always had a sense of humour. And when they're on the other side, they find out they can still have a joke with their family and loved ones. And it's so annoying when you put something down, turn around, come back, it's disappeared. A bit later, it appears again. They do that so many times. I was just telling Ray, I lost the Bible for months. For months. And for some reason, it suddenly appeared again. So I'm happy about that because that Bible's been with me for a long time. Anybody in yet?
Yeah, we've got 3 people, it looks like. So I've just invited them here to say hello and let us know if they would like a reading from us. Although I did do a bit of a typo there. Let us know if UO would like a reading. So we'll just wait. So until somebody does, we'll just waffle on. But mind you, talking about things that disappear, crystals do that as well.
Oh, gosh, yeah. We had in fact, I bought Sandy, my wife, an opal, and it disappeared. I thought, oh, damn, where's it gone? Yeah. Found it today. Been gone 2-3 weeks. Spirit really do have fun with us. You see, what you put into material is relevant. What you put into your heart, you get the reward. Okay.
Okay.
Welcome.
Welcome, Bafisha. If you'd like a reading from us, yes. It's been a while. So if you'd like a reading from us, just say that you'd like a reading. Because when you put down that you'd like a reading, that's giving us permission to do the reading for you. And Michelle says, go on then. Okay, Michelle. So Michelle would like a reading. So yes, and so does Bhavisha. So we'll do Michelle first, Michelle Budd. So I'm going to let you go first, Graham, because I actually know Michelle. So
welcome, Michelle. Well, the first thing I'm picking up is a lot of trapped wind. It's like either you're rushing food or you're hungry or something to do with your stomach. You need food or a drink. I'm always having a drink of water. But you've got to learn to let go and say what you truly feel rather than what you think is right for everybody else. And it's not family, it's to do with work, and you're far more capable than you realise. And I feel also there's a change that you've just done at work, and you're not getting credit where it's due. I hope this makes sense to you because I'm just going by what I feel. Um, I want you really, Michelle, to actually start speaking your truth because you've been so polite for so long, you're hiding, and I don't think you should do. And I think it's time for you to start doing it. And I know this stress in your stomach will dissipate. In fact, it'll disappear. And I'll leave that with love and blessing and see what the cards bring up. Go on,
Yes.
Rick.
So, what does Michelle need to know for her highest good at this moment in time? What does Michelle need to know for her highest good at this moment in time? Okay. And you've got, you know what to do, Archangel Uriel. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. Don't you
Oh,
just love it when the angels and spirits just come
oh,
together and really reinforce that message and bring that message home to you? You know, trust your inner knowledge, trust what you need to say, trust what you need to do, and do it. You have got the angels back in, you've got the spirits back in. So to do it, say it now, Michelle. Don't keep it back anymore. Let it go.
and
As
as soon as I've said all that, that trap wind disappeared because it wasn't mine. So you'll have to say whether that's a yes or no, Michelle. I'm really intrigued on that one now.
Yep. And next we have Bavisha. And then after that, we'll have Jackie and then we'll have Teresa. So I'll go first with Bavisha. Um, so, what does Bavisha need to know for her highest good at this moment in time? What does Bavisha need to know for her highest good moment in time? Okay, so you've got outdoors, Archangel Jophiel. Go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new and creative ideas. So, what that's saying to me, Bavisha, is that you really do need to actually go outside and actually connect with nature. You've probably been spending a bit too much time indoors, not actually connecting with nature. And if you have been going outside, then you've kind of like been lost doing other things rather than actually connecting with nature itself. And what the angels are saying is you need to actually really connect with nature. Go outside and just spend time with nature and let everyday worries just disappear, even if it's just for 5 minutes, and just get in touch with nature, ground yourself, and you'll be surprised, how much easier you'll feel. Take the deep breath of air, just fill up your lungs with it. That will actually bring your stress down, and you don't know what ideas are going to come through for you. So please do. The angels are saying, go outside, but spend quality time outside. So let's see what Graham's got to say for that.
Well, as soon as you started talking about Shiva, if I say your name wrong, I apologise. Um, my right eye got a spasm like a pain, and it said, "You're not seeing things around you. You're so encapsulated by whatever it is you're doing that's stopping you going out. You've been held back. You're not seeing the truth of it, and it's almost like you need a pair of glasses because you can't see without them. You've got to change your focus. You've got to change the way you look at things around you. That's why going outside will actually help you center yourself. It'll ground you. It'll give you that peace. Nature is everywhere, but the human nature tends to block it because ego and materialistic things are happening around you, and that's really holding you back. You need to get back in touch with nature, and your health will increase a lot better. Because I do pick up a lot of throat issue, like you're having difficulty in uh, swallowing because you've been biting your tongue as well. It's like there's a lot of frustration in your life at the moment, and you're losing your reality. So going outside and getting earthed, getting grounded will help you develop a better sight. And I hope that makes you feel a little bit better when you realize Spirit's been knocking on your door for quite a long time. It's like a 5 month period. And they've been trying to get you to pay attention. Quirky things have been happening. And I feel now it's the time to really see what's around you and listen. When I say see, it means all your senses, not just the eyesight. It's what you feel in your heart as well, and the emotions, your hearing, everything around is all to do with nature. You've been blocking yourself off from it. So good luck with that, young lady, and thank you for coming in.
And Michelle says, thank you. Maybe it will come up for me in the next few days.
Oh, it will. Yes, I've been biting my tongue, and yes, I've been trying. Good.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it. Thank you.
exactly. Thank you, Busha. Next, we've got Jackie, and I will let you go first, Graham, because again, I happen to know Jackie because she is my closest friend, one of my closest friends. So,
I'll apologise now, Jackie.
cheek, cheek.
You know that the friendship you share enables me to say that without feeling I've insulted you. But Jackie, okay, why the heck aren't you writing? Why aren't you getting yourself down and writing? Because you've known Ray for a long time, and the fact that you need to communicate a lot more stuff and ideas that you have, it's all by word of mouth rather than writing stuff. And yet your mind is always working like mine. I get one of these digital tape recorders, and I lay them at the side of my bed, and I wake up and come out with ideas, and I play it back in the morning and think, where did that come from? And I know it's spirit. You have a lot of spiritual connection, hence why the friendship with Ray. And it's not just about spiritual friendship, it's about being a friend. And I just want to say, grab you by the shoulder and say, wake up as well, get writing. Now, does that make sense to you, Ray?
I'm not saying a word. I'm going to let Jackie answer.
Okay, then. I'm going to leave that with love and blessing on that one. But,
Okay.
yes, Jackie,
So
get the writing done.
let's see what the cards have got to say. So, what does Jackie need to know for her highest good at this moment in time? What does Jackie need to know for her highest good? Okay, so Jackie, you got divine order, Archangel Raguel. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. Okay, so
Ambiguous.
yeah, so everything is as it should be at the moment. And you need to, as you have been doing, look past the illusion and actually look at the actual facts, what the actual facts are and how they are going to help you um, move forward and will actually help you see the actual steps you need to take to actually see the order in which you need to do things. And it is trusting that the divine, everything is in divine order, everything is working out as it should be for you, and to stop stressing and worrying about it. You know, they're saying it's working in perfect time um, with you, and that maybe look at the writing or the course, shall we say. And that's all I'm going to say on that one. And Jackie was laughing there.
I thought she was. I was looking at it.
Yeah,
I think,
she
okay.
was laughing at the first bit, but I think that was probably when you were saying about she was a friend of mine. So we've now got her thinking, which is good.
That is a step in the right direction.
It most definitely is a step in the right direction. So let's
Teresa. And
see.
you can read her first because I know this young lady.
Who's that?
Teresa Harbour.
Teresa. Okay. Yep. I will do Teresa first. So what does Teresa? Okay, that one just. Actually, you got two. Okay. So you've got spiritual understanding, Archangel Raziel. I'm bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. And you also got clear your space, Archangel Jophiel. Get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use feng shui. So what the angels are saying to me, this, and I know Graham was laughing. It's basically it's saying you're being given a lot of information at the moment, but you're not hearing it as well as you should be because you've got a lot of clutter around you, whether that's mind clutter or physical clutter. There's stuff around that doesn't need to be there. You need to actually clear that stuff out of the way now, create a path, create an opening, create a space for the information that will help you move forward to come through. And the angel's saying, we're pushing this information to you. We want you to have it, but you do need to clear the space a bit because it's a little bit full at the moment, and we need that empty space to get in there. I hope that makes sense.
Okay, Teresa. I do know you, but I also don't know you at a home environment. I only know you from work. But I'm also picking up your grandmother. And she's actually quite surprised you finally got your finger out and did something spiritual, like coming here today. Your heart's always been in the right place, but you've always avoided spirit. Well, your grandma's so pleased with you, and she knows about the operations. And also, she knows that you really are taking stock of who you are. And that's what makes her so proud of you. You've gone through so much, and you're a fighter, but you don't have to fight this. This is what was already ordained in the first place. You are getting through all the negative stuff, and there's only positive stuff ahead. And your grandmother's just so proud of you. And she wants to offer you a drink. I'm not saying what it is, because I'm English, you're American. But all I can say is enjoy. I'll leave that with love and blessing, Teresa. See you later.
Thank you. And Keith is here and he says, good evening to you all. I hope you're both well. Keith, if you would like a reading, please do let us know in the comments. Jackie says, thank you. Good to know. Susie said, good evening to you both. Watching the way you work together and create a wonderful life is always such a pleasure. Oh, thank you, Suze. And of course, if you'd like a reading, do let us know because you do have to say in the comments if you want to read him because that's giving us permission to read for you. So next we have Michelle Robertson who'd like a reading. And she shared out. So thank you, Michelle, for sharing out as well. So do you want to go first, Graham?
Yeah, please, Michelle. Oh, I love connecting with people that love animals and children. And I mean, the noise is deafening. The amount of laughter and the joyful things around you. Even though in the material world, you don't feel there's a lot to laugh about. But what you've done in the past has helped get you to where you are now. We were talking about this earlier, and it's about how life unfolds from all the things that you've encountered. The spirit around you saying, you have given your heart to so many people, and none of them have said thank you. And today, this is your lucky day because a lot of them are saying thank you. And I'm getting goosebumps up the back of my neck, which is very rare when I do this on video. But the joy I want to share with people, it's tangible. I have to be very calm and collected while I'm doing this. But I can tell you, inside, it's like an atomic bomb going off. I mean, it's so amazing. You have a gift with your hands. You're a healer, and you are just starting to figure this out. Go for classes, go to spiritual groups, and learn about healing, because your heart and the way you help people, because you heal with your voice and your compassion, and you'll be amazed at how much you can help more people. But all these spirits around, especially the animals, they just want to say thanks, 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 thanks. Is the dog's tails wagging? Is it even like a hedgehog? Uh, the small creatures all over the place. I mean, everything's running around saying, yeah, somebody's listening. Well, they want you to listen as well. And they want to share that energy through you to help other people. And I leave that with love and blessing.
Okay, so what does Misha need to know for her highest good at this moment in time? What does Misha need to know for her highest good moment in time? Had to count. We had to jumper. Counselor, Archangel Azrael. You are a natural counselor, and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. So, if that's not confirmation of what Graham's been saying, I have no idea what is. So, yes, Michelle, um, you are a natural counselor. You know, people like talking to you, they like the advice you give them, even just you listening to them actually sends out a healing energy to them, which makes them feel better. So maybe something you should look more at doing is looking at, if you're not already doing it, is looking at some kind of counseling route to go down, because you are very, very much gifted in that, and you've got lots of angels around you who actually help you with this and want to continue helping with it and want to push you forward to do it. So yeah, please do, if you're not already, do look at some counselling, doing counselling, not having counselling, doing counselling, because that'll be very, very beneficial to you. And
I think she knows she's a psychic as well.
mm,
You know, she's not really realised the psychic part is the first step for mediumship. And she's actually been working on it. That's why I say she needs to go to spirit groups and learn more.
yeah,
Oh,
totally. So
I love it. I love it. I mean,
yeah, well, before we do Michelle's one, um, da, 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 where was it that I saw it? It's like lots of people are coming in now, but I do want to um, get that one. Yep. Teresa's going back to thank you. Yeah, and I understand my grandma.
oh, I'm glad about that. See, so you owe me a drink now. Water.
Yep. And Misha was saying thank you both. I'm looking at courses in counselling. Perfect. You'll be a natural at it. So definitely definitely look at that. Next, we've got Keith, then we've got Susan, we've got Becca, and then we've got Lotus. Um, Linda, if you would like a reading, please do say in the comments that you'd like a reading. Oh, and Murray, if you'd like a reading, please do say in the comments that you'd like a reading, because we do like you to say that you'd like a reading, because that gives us permission to actually read for you. So let's do Keith. Shall I go first this time?
Yeah, if you would look.
Okie doke. So, what does Keith need to know for his highest good at this moment in time? Okay. Sensitivity, Archangel Haniel. You're extra sensitive to the energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. And you've got a really beautiful card there. So, Keith, what this is saying to me at the moment is you're probably experiencing a lot more emotions that are going on around at the moment. And this kind of like saying, you can allow those emotions, you can allow yourself to feel those emotions, but don't allow yourself to be taken over by those emotions, because there's a lot of energy around at the moment that is quite strong, and you're very, very sensitive to it at the moment. and you need to be aware that there is energy that you shouldn't be taking on, and that you need to actually be kind to yourself at this moment. You actually need to take a step back and go, okay, if the energy feels too much, take a step back, give yourself a cleanse, put some protection around you, and really distinguish between your emotions, your feelings, and the other people's emotions and feelings that are coming in. Um, because you don't really want to be taking on other people's energies at this moment, and you are quite sensitive at the moment because you're progressing further on your journey. So do take care of yourself with that. And I'll hand you over to Graham.
Well, Keith, I'm already picking up. You've got a lot of pressure on the back of your head, it's like a headache, but it's not. Just like something's nagging you at the back, and that normally for me means that you are a sensitive, you are a medium, but you're holding back. Um, the headaches that you've been having, not the ones from the temple, purely on the back one, is partly to do with posture. And you've got to sit upright better and watch your neck. I have a lot of similar issues, which is how I'm able to pick this up. But you have a mediumistic ability, but you want it all A, B, C, D laid out for you. Well, life's not like that. Working with spirit is definitely not like that. I can guarantee it. You could plan every single detail. Get up to the starting gate, open the door, walk through, and it's a totally different format. And the pressure at the back is because you're thinking too much. You're not trusting your ability, your innate ability. Yeah. I know what you mean by the pain in the neck as well. And yeah, but you are causing yourself those issues because you're not listening to your guts. You know enough, but you're not responding in a positive way. You're analysing, you're ripping, and you want it A, B, C. As I said, it's not going to happen. Trust yourself. Close your eyes, hold your hand over your chest, and say, "Is this right for me?" And you'll lean forward or back. It's automatic. Your body knows automatically because your spirit energy is in alignment with spirit. It's the physical that intercedes and blocks it. So trust your guts a little bit more and stop thinking, just do. And you'll be surprised of how well things fall into place. And you look back and say, that went pretty smooth. And I hadn't planned a thing. We don't plan here, do we, Ray? It's all spontaneous. But we have fun and we trust our abilities. We don't know what they are. We don't care. We just care that we give our highest and best. And Keith, this is what you've got to do. Your highest and best for others and yourself. I'll leave that with one blessing.
And next we've got Suze, then Becca, then Lotus, Marie, Linda, and Andy. And Ben K has just said hello. Ben, if you would like a reading, then do please say in the comments that you'd like a reading, because that gives us permission then to do the reading for you. So, do you want to go first with Susie, Graham?
I was thinking about Susie earlier when I thought, I haven't seen her question yet. But yeah, Susie, today's spirit are really strong. And I'm just going to take my glasses off and shut my eyes because I just want to pass on what I'm feeling for you, Suze. For all the time that you've been practicing, for all the time that you think you've failed, and for all the times that you think things need to change. And as I just said to Keith, you've got to stop thinking. Thinking is where the ego steps forward and overshadows your ability, your innate ability that you're born with, the gifts that make you unique. Every single one of us can do this if you listen to your inner voice or voices. when you connect with spirit. And you have been here a few times, and each time it's like another step closer to becoming the person that shines. We can see from spirit you're a light that's within you. You've getting rid of all those onion layers that hiding your inner light. And it's about time you started trusting them and speaking the truth from within. It's a completely different format from what I've told you in the past because Spirit said, you're not listening. Well, you're starting to listen now, and your life is going to change dramatically for the better. I'll leave that with love and blessing.
Okay, so let's see what my cards have got to say. Although my cat is just knocking on the cat flap to try and come in, but she'll have to wait. Don't you just love cats? And she does literally, because I actually saw her. She doesn't use her head. She literally sits there with her paw and goes like that. But no,
You
I'm
trained her
not
well.
letting him. She can come in. She can come in and out quite easily. So I'm not being cruel. She can actually come in and out. In fact, she'll be in a minute. So, what does Susie need to know for her high school this moment? Okay. So, Susie, you have got prosperity, Archangel Ariel. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. So basically, yes, you know, just follow your intuition and your dreams, and the prosperity will literally just fall into your lap. You know, it's all there for you. It's waiting to come in. It wants to come in. And as soon as you open that and you allow it to come in, you are going to have all your material needs met. You are going to and not just your material needs, but every need is going to be met as soon as you start trusting and opening and accepting and allowing the universe to help you, the angels to help you, spirits to help you. So yeah, a brilliant, brilliant card, and complements exactly what Graham's been saying to you. So yeah,
Yeah, and it's what you need, not what you want. That's the difference.
yeah, absolutely, totally.
Thank
And
you.
Keith said, yes, I do analyze and I've set plans of doing things. What will come about? Thank you very much. You're,
Anytime, Keith.
you're welcome. So next up is Becca. So Becca, shall I go first?
Yes, please.
Okay, let's see what. So, what does Becca need to know for her highest good moment in time? Okay, so Becca, you have got remember who you are, Archangel Michael. You're a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved. So, what the angels are saying to me, Becca, is that it is now time to remember who you truly are, to fully step into your power. You know, you are totally loved by God, by the angels, by Source, whatever you want to call it. You know, you are one with the universe. You are your own divine being, and you are loved so, so much, but you've got to remember who you are. You've got to fully step into being you, not what other people think you should be, not even what you've been told you should be, not even what you think you should be. You should be totally who you are. You know, you are loved. Go within, really allow your true self, your true voice to come out. Because you've got the angels and everyone around you just sending so much love to you. They want to lift you up and say, go and do it. Be who you are truly meant to be. And I'll pass you over to Graham.
What's the name again?
Becca.
Becca. Becca, why do you put yourself in these situations? It's like, you know, you feel uncomfortable. You know, you've bent over backwards. You know that It's not working. And it's not always going to be that way. You see, I can see you bouncing around with the biggest grin on your face, and your heart's going to be racing away, and you're going to enjoy life again. But it all starts with the one little step. We've all been in situations where we don't want to be. But you've got to remember why you're there in the first place. You are giving other people power over you. When you stop up and say, no, I'm done. And I mean, it's so invigorating. We've all been there. And you have a beautiful voice. And I've been told you love singing. Now, you'll have to tell us yes or no on this because I can't sing anything. I can only make a noise. But your voice is so beautiful. But you've always hidden it because you feel that I'm not worthy. My God, woman. I mean, your energy just shines. You can see it as well, can't you? Like, her energy. I mean, it's beautiful. You know, all I want to say is, from spirit, you have family that have passed, some very young, but they didn't believe in life after death. It was to do with the church. But the churches are there for a reason. They're there to help guide you to a point. You take the point further because it's your choice, your life, your decision, your motivation. And the sooner you realize you have that ability to say, this is me, thank you, but I'm not listening to you anymore. This is me. I'm going to do this because it makes me happy. Your voice will be heard even more and it'll be even more beautiful. Have faith in yourself because spirit have been knocking on your door for a long time. So wake up, trust yourself, and enjoy life again.
And do let us know in the comments. So next up, we have got da, 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 da. Oh, where's she gone? We have got Lotus. So I like that Lotus Siren. I like that. Um,
Yeah,
would like a reading. So do you want to go first this time, Graham?
I'll have a bash. I'll have a bash. That's not your real name. I know that for a starter. Um, you've got a good sense of humour, Lotus. Um, it's like this is my first name, Graham. I'm not telling you my real first name because you'd have a laugh as well. But you see, you've got a way of using words like I have. I learnt to read the encyclopedia when I was a child, purely because my dad loved learning. And you have this, and I've got to use it. I'm sorry, the lotus and what it means in so many different countries, with different purposes. It's the soul holder. It is the created soul of a person. It is a flower of so much beauty and versatility. But the word siren is a warning and also a singer. So you've got all these attributes coming around for your nickname, but I also think you've got a personal nickname. It's about 5 letters long. Please let me know if I'm right. About 5 letters long is your nickname, your real nickname. Because Spirit is just pounding my head saying, please open up those abilities. You play at being a medium, you play at being psychic, but you truly are both. Be true to your gifts and stop hiding behind a pseudonym because the real you shines better and looks more beautiful than the lotus when you're honest with everyone, including yourself. I need that with love and blessing.
Okay, so let's see what the angels got to say. So, what does Lotus need to know for their highest good at this moment in time? What does Lotus need to Okay, so you have got leadership, Archangel Gabriel. It's time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. So, again, going on from what Graham was saying, this is now time for you to step up. It's funny, we're getting a lot of cards stepping up for
Yeah.
stepping into your power today. It's time to you to actually start guiding others, actually accepting who you are, accepting the gifts, the talents you have, and actually using them to empower and inspire other people to get out there, to be that light for them, to help them on their way, to help them on their journey to see the best that they can be, where they should be going on their journey. So step step forwards, step up, actually take that role on, be who you truly are supposed to be. Don't hide. Shine your light. Show who you really are. So again, confirmation with that. And Lotus does says yes, she does have another
Is
nickname.
it 5 letters long? That's what I'm intrigued about.
That'll be your interested.
I'm just
Um,
curious.
Becca says thank you both. Much gratitude. You're welcome, Becca. Um, okay, so we're getting people coming in here now. But so far, next will be Marie, Linda, Andy, Ben, Lavinia, Donna Marie, and Kylie, who has just come in as well. So let's have a look. Where's Marie? There we go. So Marie. So shall we continue with me doing our tag
Yeah,
team?
yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, okay. Makes the change.
I'm turning the volume off.
Remember, we can still hear you. Oh, they can't hear me now, can he? Okay, so what does Mary need to know for her? Oh, okay. You have got moon cycles, Archangel Haniel. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations and capitalize upon these cycles. Okay, so what the angels are saying to you, Marie, is that if you haven't already, notice how the moon is affecting you when you feel up, when you feel down, when you're creative, when you're not being creative, and use these cycles to actually move yourself forward, to actually bring what you want to bring into your life. So it's a case of with a calendar, yeah, with a calendar, when there's a new moon, write down your feelings, your experiences, what's happened to you that day. Full moon, do exactly the same thing. Waning moon, waxing moon, do exactly the same thing. And start to notice the pattern. And when you start to notice that pattern, you can then start changing your life to fit around that, to actually give you the inspiration and the ideas to actually be joyful, to actually move yourself forward, to actually be creating and doing what you need to do and bringing abundance into your life. I hope that makes sense, and I'll pass you over to Graham.
Who's this?
This is Marie.
Marie.
Oh,
Right.
Mari. Sorry, Mari
Well,
Marie.
okay. Thank you. I turned my volume off halfway through because I'm already picking up a lot of information, and I like to just let spirit work through me. Um, all right, it's. I'm being told that you've been having unusual dreams, and you're not having a good night's sleep. Even though you are rested, you're still not having a good night's sleep because your dreams are starting to bother you. You can just say yes or no on that. It doesn't really matter, but it's just for confirmation for other people as well. Because I know this is what's happening. And I know also that your circumstances are getting to a point now where it's time to actually change your path. You've tried this quite a few times of changing direction of where you want to go. Embrace it. You know, I was asked today how many jobs I've done. I lost count. But it hasn't stopped me being what I am today. It's because of what we've experienced that we actually grow. It's what we learn that makes us happy. And you're at a pivotal point in your life to actually say, I'm going to go for it. Now, I don't know what Ray said, but I know Ray enough by, what's the word? By body language when she's finishing a reading. Because I don't like to know. You have an innate ability to know before people are saying things, and you don't trust it. Well, not many people have this ability. You do. So why don't you use it? Because you govern your life. What was the card, Ray?
Moon cycles. So basically,
Yeah.
it's noticing the moon cycles and actually changing her habits, what she does when she knows what the moon cycles
But
were.
remember, the cycles are what the body is governed by, because we're fluid, we're water. And you see, water always finds its own level. But when people put their ego forward, it blocks those levels. And that's what makes us feel at ease with ourselves. So trusting yourself and following the cycle that has been put before you. You chose this when you came into this world. You wanted to learn in sequences. Cycles are sequences. So with the moon, which is my favorite planet, because I'm Cancerian and I'm always taking pictures of it, I love the cycles it gives me. I embrace it. Yeah, it's weird. Yes, it's different from everybody else's norm, but this is what makes us an individual. And you shine, just like the moon. Thank you.
Okay, so it's going to be Linda, Andy, Ben, Lavinia, Donna, Kylie, Jane, and Paul. So let's have a look. Where's Linda on here? Yeah, there you go. There's Linda would like a reading. So do you want to go first, Graham?
Yes, please. Linda's been in before. I know that. Or a Miss Robertson was in before. And there's another lady with children. I'm seeing little toy cars and little buses. Almost like the new modern electric car that looks like a toy. It's all about invention and innovation. Your ability to actually utilize things around you is quite unique. It's like you're a handy person to have around. Marie, why do you have such self-doubt? Why do you think that your efforts aren't really thanked? What's the word I'm looking for? Your efforts are worthy of reward. And this is what I feel that you should be not looking for, but keep on giving, because you're going to get inundated with a tidal wave of thanks later on. It's building up, like your ability. It's been building up for years. And you actually have a chance to shock everyone in your family and say, I can do this. I don't need that. Watch, just do it. Your dreams are so vivid. It's because you actually leave your body. It's called astral projection, out of body experience, or words to that effect. And you are actually starting to remember your dreams hours later or even days later. And you don't know why. It's because it really happened. You are able to leave your body because of your natural handy abilities you're starting to tap into. And I'm really curious as what card you're going to pull, Ray.
Yes,
And I hope
that'll
that makes
be
sense.
interesting. Let's see what we've got. So, what does Linda need to know for her highest good at this moment in time? Okay. Okay, so Linda, you have got clairvoyance, Archangel Raziel. I'm helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. So start using your gifts, Linda, if you're not already. Archangel Raziel is there. He's helping the spiritual, helping you with your spiritual sight. We've given you the guidance and the inspiration to actually see and help others, see who others truly are, and actually help them with your gifts. And he's saying, you know, I'm there showing you, I'm there guiding you. If you feel a little bit lost or you're not sure, just call on me and I will be there and I will help you step forward. I will help you move forward totally with your life. So trust in me, trust in your gifts, trust your dreams, trust that we are guiding you for you to fully step up and take the steps to be again who you are supposed to truly be. Um, so I'll leave that message there with you, Linda, and I hope that makes sense to you. And Marie, Linda, and Michelle, are you all sisters or related in the same family? Um, and that because that would be interesting because I think for if you are for all three of you, all of you have got some special gifts. Um, and if you are, come together as a three, combine your gifts, and be surprised at the energy you three can create and the abundance you can create.
Mum and sister.
Mum and sister. There you go. Yeah. If you all come together and use your gifts, oh my God, you will be amazing.
That's
Uh,
why they're having a laugh all the time, these three.
yeah, that's where we got that from. So next we have
Thank you, ladies.
yeah, thank you very much and for confirmation on that. So next we have Andy who would like a reading. So I can't find he said, but he did say higher. So we will do Andy. And after Andy will be Ben, Lavinia, Donna Marie, Kylie, Jane, Paul, Jade, Jessica, Cora, and Lena. And Linda says, thank you, both of you. You're welcome, Lynn. You're welcome.
Anytime, girl.
Okay, so Andy, so shall I go first?
Yes, please.
Okie doke. So what does Andy need to know for his highest good at this moment in time? What does Andy need to know for his highest good at this moment in time? Okay, so you have got gentleness, Archangel Sandalphon. Be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. Okay, so what this is saying to me is that you need now to, and it's kind of like take a step back and step away from those people that are causing anxiety issues, toxic energy around you, cancel click delete. And you need to look after yourself at this time. You need to actually nurture yourself. You need to actually strengthen your connection with the divine, with source, and actually, take time out, watch some movies that make you laugh, or listen to podcasts or music that soothes and just calms your soul. Because when you start being gentle with yourself, you're actually going to be working a lot better than you have been. Things are going to actually improve for you, but you need to take yourself out of those toxic situations, away from those toxic people, cancel, clear, delete, away from all the situations that are not good for you at the moment. It's not a long-term thing, it's a short-term thing, but it's something that you need to do at this moment in time. And call on Archangel Sandalphon if you need to actually come in and help and surround you with his energy to help you find that space within that space with you. I hope that makes sense, but we'll see what Graham has got to say.
What's the name?
It's not, it's Andy, it's a him.
Andy. You've survived a lot of turmoil. When Ray picked up the card, I just felt this release of anger, frustration, pent up emotion. It's like finally somebody's listening to me. You know, Andy, you are literally just starting your journey of spiritual awareness. I know I've said this a lot for people coming into the room, but we're all seeking a little bit more enlightenment for self. It's our purpose for being here, self-enlightenment, find out our purpose. And your purpose and it is literally to let go of all that stuff that you've started to let go, but that stuff inside, the real nitty gritty, the heart stuff that you've really buried. But I'll tell you something, a little secret. Don't tell anybody. But you see, inside each of us is a little thing called a soul, and it's pure white. It comes from up there, from that other realm. And every single one of us have got one. And that is always white. Always. But it's by our emotions and experiences that we cloud it over, I call onion layers. And it clouds that white light. And when we go through anger, frustration, pain, and heartbreak, and all the rest of it, it covers it all up. And you think, am I worthy? Well, that light's still in there, and it's still trying its hardest to shine. Getting rid of all that emotion, the negative stuff. I mean, it's blinding. I have to wear glasses half the time. When I go outside, I have to wear sunglasses because it's so bright, my eyes can't take it. And that's what I'm feeling from you. Your light is so bright, but I see it inside all those layers that you are slowly peeling off. And you've literally got to trust yourself. You came here for a purpose, and now's the time to actually walk that talk that you've been out with. And those emotions will become easier. And I hope that makes sense for you, because you've done the hardest part. You've taken the first step to actually seeing yourself. But look inside. That light is pure anyway. It's not hidden from you. It's hidden from everybody else. Shine your light and show people you can survive anything. And all the best to you.
Perfect. And next we have Ben. So do you want to go first?
Yes. I feel Ben's like a fit person, tight, a lot of. Okay, my medical intuition's coming in here. He said, I wish I had his body. He's so much fitter than mine. But you've got a long way to go to do what you really aim to do. And it's about being fit. What's that?
That's Andy. Carry on with Ben, and then we'll do Andy's comment.
And Ben, I do feel that your body has gone through a lot of illnesses, and also it's affected your emotion. That I'm trying to put together sentences that Spirit had given me to say, Andy, you're not.
Not
Uh,
An- not Andy.
what's his name? Ben. My
Ben.
apologies. Ben.
It's okay.
I've got Big Ben. I've got Big Ben. I see this tower of Big Ben, and I know it's not the bell. The bell's inside. But Andy, you've got
Ben.
this. Eh?
Ben.
I said Ben.
You said Andy
Tower.
again.
Yeah, I know. I've got. I'm seeing stuff. I'm seeing so much. There's a lot of similarities. And Ben, I apologise, but I'm seeing you. It's like Big Ben. You know, the body of the Tower of Westminster. That's what I'm putting together. The strength of people from all over the world think Big Ben is the tower. It's not. You, Ben, are the bell. When you actually chime and stand up for yourself, everybody realizes it's not the outside, it's the inside that's more important. And you, my friend, are far more important than you realize because I can see you, Ben, and you've got to start looking at yourself and realizing all this fitness and all the rest of it is just a facade. You're looking after the part that matters, the heart, the emotional center. And remember, you've got a brain up here and also one on the heart. And they're both starting eventually to work together. And I wonder what the card's going to be.
Let's see what card.
Thanks, Ben.
Let's see what card we got. So, what is? Oh, okay. We jumped out. Okay, perfect. Actually, chakra clearing. Archangel Metatron, call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. So there you go. So basically, Ben, Archangel Metatron is saying that you need to actually get your chakras cleared and opened up. You need to actually start working on those now to actually get them activated, to actually get them moving, see them light up, because that is going to help you actually again reveal who you truly are. You're going to fully step into your power and actually be who you are meant to, who you are really meant to be, not what people see, but who you are really meant to be. So start working on your chakras, whether that's through guided meditations, um, or just sitting there doing it yourself, going through all the chakras. Start working on your chakras and you'll be amazed at what is going to come out of you, what you are going to reveal to the world. And I hope that makes sense to you. And Andy said, thank you. I love helping people, but have started to cutting people out who are toxic and not prepared to help themselves. So I can take, it's been taking layers off. So, and thank you for your energy. Thank you for letting us know,
Thank
Andy,
you, Andy.
that actually resonated with you. Okay, so we've got the Vinya. Now, you've actually asked a specific question, Lavinia. I don't answer specific questions when I do the readings. It's the angels will tell me what they need you to know for your highest good. So if it's with regards to your relationship, then that's what they tell me. If it's not, then they will actually give me a message as to what's for your highest good. So let's have a look. So what does Lavinia need to know for her highest good at this moment in time? Okay, so you have actually got teaching and learning, Archangel Zadkiel. Keep an open mind and learn new ideas, then teach these ideas to others. So what the angels are saying is relationship's not the most important thing at the moment that you should be concentrating on. What the angels are saying is that you need to actually be learning new ideas that will help not just you, but will help others as well. And you need to, once you've learned these ideas, you then need to teach them to others. And when you learn these new ideas and you start teaching them to others, you'll see that your energy will start to change around you, and you'll actually be attracting people that you can really help, that you can really connect with, you can really tune into. Um, but you need to keep an open mind about what things you need to learn about. Um, and look out for when they come in, because they're probably coming in the most unexpected way to you. I hope that makes sense. I know it's not the answer to your question, but the angels are not saying that we want to talk about relationships today, or not through me. They're talking about you and what you need to do for your highest good. But I'll pass you on to Graham.
Thank you. Linear. I totally agree with Ray in that. You see, relationships, if you've got to ask a question about somebody else, you already know the answer. You know, self doubt is the hardest lesson that we all have to face and get over. And am I worthy or am I not worthy? Am I going to be in love? Am I not? I'm going to have kids. Am I going to have marriage? Or I'm going to have all those questions go through everybody's head at some stage or another. You see, relationship of self is more important. You've got to know who you are honestly and give that to other people. I'm like this 24/7. I'm a pain in the neck to everybody. I call everybody trouble because I'm terrible at names, as today has proved. I'm terrible at names. But you see, that's what makes me me. And in my relationship with my friends and people I come into contact with, I have no worries about it. You either like me or you don't. If you're going to fall in love with me, you've got to show the real me or the real you. You can't fall in love with a facade. So to ask a question about a relationship, are you living in the real world for you and your friend, or are you make believe for you and your friend? Your choice. We are here only to pass on message of spirit and angels through our abilities to interpret what each of our gifts give to you. And I wish everybody finds a partner, but you've always got to find yourself first before you find a partner. And I feel that's where your work needs to be. You need to be looking into yourself and showing the true you. A bit like Ben earlier with the tower, the light inside, the bell. He has that ability, like each of us, to shine our own true self. Or you have a veneer, the shell of the tower. This is what I feel that you've been giving out, is just a shell and hiding the real you, the veneer. Stop. Open up the real you. Show the real you. And I don't mean it as an insult. I don't mean it as a negative. This is your choice. You want a relationship with somebody, you want to fall in love with somebody, but you've got to love yourself and be honest with yourself first. Good luck. God bless.
Okay, and Ben says, thank you so much, and I really felt that. And Graham, we must be doing something right, because we have got a spammer in the room, a
I
Jeff
noticed
Carlos.
Mr. Carlos, yeah.
Yes.
Well, I
So
couldn't stop
Jeff,
laughing.
so Jeff, you can actually leave the room with love and light and do your own thing. That's absolutely fine. If you want to create your own show, do your own show. Do not try and hijack other people's show, because we will call you out for it.
Well, it's a compliment, really.
Yes, I know. I like it. It shows we've made it. We're actually doing good. And Lavina says, "Thank you for your guidance."
Anytime, girl. Anytime.
And it is done. It is done with love and light. All guidance is through love and light. So next we've got Donna Marie. So do you want to go first this time, Graham? Oh, is
Yes.
it my turn to go first?
Oh, my. I'll have the beer first. Can I come back in a bit?
No, you can go
I
first.
quit drinking 20 years ago. I've had no alcohol for 20 years. So, Donna, I am right in saying Donna this time?
Donna Marie, yes.
Donna Marie. Oh, right. I've got to say, you don't need any more spirit inside you, gal. You're life and soul of a party. You are. It's even though the party that picture showed, you'd actually got over a lot of heart, um, emotional stuff, and I want to admire you and say, spirit proud of you, Donna. But I'm also getting a headache, and I know this means your diet needs to be addressed. Now, the word diet doesn't mean lose weight. It actually means to control food and liquid intake. That's all the word diet means. You need to be more careful of what you're eating and drinking. And this is not a hangover. Honest to God, it's not. But I do feel you've gone through a lot of turmoil, a lot of heart stuff. And, cracky. It's like my breath of air just exploded out then. It's like, thank God somebody's actually seeing the real me. The real you is so bubbly and full of energy, but you hide so much of the grief within you. Well, Spirit are thanking you for being who you are, and you have got through the worst of all the negative stuff. And I really want to say, I'll order you your next drink. I won't pay for it, but I'll order it. But you can have a laugh again. You can actually go out and enjoy yourself again. And I hope this makes sense because I'm not sure what spirits are telling me. I'm not sure what I'm saying is from them for you. You decide whether it's for you or not. And Donna, thank you for coming in. And I'm proud of you as a person. Your turn, Ray.
Okay,
Oh,
so
that one.
yeah, follow that one. So, what does Donna Marie need to know for her high school at this moment in time? What does Donna Marie need to know for her? Okay, you have got a life review, Archangel Jeremiah. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced.
Oh, look at the colour. Oh,
I
it's
know,
beautiful.
I know, beautiful colour. So, Donna Marie, basically, you need to actually now sit down and take a review of your life and actually see what you've done, where you've been, what you've accomplished, what you've achieved. Even look at the things that you haven't achieved, you haven't accomplished. Write them down on a piece of paper. Take inventory to it. Then look at each thing that has happened, positive or negative to you, and just connect with that, and that will give you a chance to change, heal it, or it will give you a chance to increase it. And that's what a life review, and that's what the angels are asking you to do at the moment, to review your life, to heal and clear the stuff that no longer serves you. That's in the past now. That's been and done. It's time now to get rid of it, and bring in the more positive stuff that can that will actually be of benefit to you and help you on your journey, on your life. And you can always turn a negative into a positive. Just remember, there's always two sides to every statement, every sentence, every word. So you can change that negativity into positivity and just see where it will take you. So I hope that makes sense for you. Okay, so next we have Kylie. So, yes, Kylie, you're more than welcome to have a reading. So, I'll go first this time. So, what does Kylie need to know for her highest good? Whoa, this moment in time. Okay. You have got peace, Archangel Shamuel. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. Okay, so what this card is saying to me and what the angels are saying, Kylie, is that you have to remember that true love, real love, unconditional love comes from the heart. It comes from deep within. It's not a love that comes from outside. It's a love that comes from within inside yourself. That is true love. And what the angels are saying, if you can tap into your heart, and see and feel the real unconditional love that you've actually got, and you're actually loving yourself, you will find that you will have a lot more peace in your life. And one of the ways of actually finding the love within yourself is to look at yourself in the mirror. Just look deep into your eyes, go through your eyes down into your heart, and just see the beauty that lies there and the unconditional love that lies there for you. And if it's something you think is hard to do, then when you're cleaning your teeth, just glance at your eyes in the mirror, even if you need to look away. Just do that gradually, but find the real unconditional love within yourself. It's there, it wants to come out, it wants to show. And when you connect with that, you feel so much at peace, and you'll be amazed at the amount of love that will then come to you from other people. I hope that makes sense. Graham, I'll pass over to you.
Okay. Thank you for coming in. And thank you for asking how we both are, and we are doing well. I'm getting headaches from you as well, young lady. This one is definitely the temples. So you need to get your eyes checked. I'm no doctor or anything like that, and I'm not medically trained. I'm a medical intuitive. And what I say is working with true professionals, I only ascertain part of the problem. The headaches, as I said, I think are to do with your vision. Either you need glasses or you need to have your eyes checked and possibly get glasses. But also, you've been doing a lot of stuff in the dark. Oh, that's what I mean. Okay. Okay. Who's that?
Neil.
Well, I do apologise. I've got people from England calling me, and this is not going to detract anything away. But the visions that you've had are to do with your emotional self. And thank you. I love it when...
It was him.
Yes, I know. It was my brother from England, Kylie. But it hasn't stopped me feeling the headache. And now that I've said the headache, it's dissipated. So the vision part is real. You need to actually get better lighting or get glasses. But definitely have your eyes checked. Also, why don't you wear those clothing that you've got hidden in your cupboard a little bit more? It's like you want to be a party person, but I'm not quite the sort to fit in. How would you know unless you tried? You know, it's like, well, I've got to say it, Lotus. You're a beautiful lady, and I want you to shine for you. I don't care what other people say about me, and I know people say a lot about me, is you're crazy, you're this, you're childish. I take them all as a compliment, because my inner child never grew up. It enabled me to be the medium that I am, because I stopped thinking and started doing. My light is inside, and I shine it out, and I don't care who gets blinded by it. You, Kylie, have this light, and you need to start wearing your clothes the way you see fit and have fun for you. Spirit have also been tapping on your door a lot. You've been also having the waking up with the jolt, out of body experiences, and you're doubting your natural abilities. Well, guess what? You have abilities, and now they're starting to come out because you're more stable in your environment. And I feel this is what Spirit wants you to start doing, is being true to yourself. And can you put the picture of our words again? Not the
Uh,
card, a picture up again.
yep. Let's go back to Kylie. Where is she? Do, 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 do.
Because there's something. Yeah, the kids. That's what I'm feeling. The kids. They've started to learn a little. They're a little bit older now than that picture. That picture's not recent, but they've started to see and feel and hear things. Don't say they're not having them. They are having them. Listen to them. You'll be surprised of your grandmother coming through, your grandfather coming through, your uncle coming through, because all to do with children. And I think it's beautiful that you have that home to share with them and spirit. Let them come through. Let the children shine and show you how much you shine as well. And I leave that with love and blessing. I hope that makes sense to you. Thank you. Sorry for the interruption.
That's okay. So it's going to be Jane, Paul, Jay, Jessica, Cora, Alina. So you're all on there. Suze, I think you must have disappeared when we've actually done a reading for you earlier. So you're going to have to watch the replay because we've done it. And I bet you any money it was Roy, Roy O'Reilly who disturbed you at that time, so you didn't catch your reading. But watch the replay. It was an amazing reading that we did for you.
Oh, it was. Can't remember, but it was.
It was. We totally agree it was. Okay, so now we're going to be doing a question for Jane. So I'm going to let you go first, Graham.
Oh, I know this lady. Oh, the farmer. I know I was wrong, evidently. Anyway, welcome back, Jane. Now, I don't know Jane personally. This is somebody that I've met in this room. She's stubborn. She is so stubborn, Jane, aren't you? And I'm not going to tell you anything different because I can't remember what it was in the first place. But you've had some good fortune. You actually won something. I don't know what it was, but I'm just being shown. I'm not saying literal lottery, but you've won something that's made you far happier. Why are you doubting yourself? I'm getting aches and pains. Have you been overworking, Jane? I feel, it's like my hands are aching, my legs are aching. Why aren't you taking time to rest? Why aren't you taking time to, win the lottery, put your feet up and relax? Because you're overdoing it. You're pushing yourself too hard. I'm feeling tired, and I wasn't tired a minute ago. You've got to start taking more care of yourself, Jane. I can't say go and ground yourself in the circumstances you're in. And your footwear needs to be removed so you can actually do ground yourself a little bit more. There's so many different facets to this reading. I'm not able to put it into a linear sentence for you. Basically, what Spirit is telling me is you've got to rest. You've got to take time to earth yourself. You need to actually enjoy what you have and what you've just received, like a big win, emotionally. I'm hoping it's money as well. But your problems have been surmounted now. You're over the hill. You're starting to come down and you're starting to be able to relax a bit more. The adventure has only just begun. And I've been shown a caravan about traveling. Does this make sense to you? Because I feel I'm being shown my camper So you need to have a vacation in a camper, just the two of you. Visit your family, your parents. And I want to see where this goes, Ray. And I hope that makes sense to you in a bit. Thank you.
Okay, let's see what the cards have got to say. So, what does Jane need to know? Clairsentience, Archangel Raguel. Notice your reoccurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. Okay, so Jane, start taking notice more of your reoccurring physical and emotional feelings. Okay, allow them to guide you to find the way of you actually enjoying and being yourself fully without those doubts and those fears behind you. You know, you're getting guidance. You need to take more notice of that guidance, and you need to allow yourself to heal from those aches, those pains, because when you've actually healed from those personal ones, you'll actually start to notice physical and emotional things that will actually help connect you more with angels, with the divine, with spirit. But you need to heal your own personal, emotional, and physical stuff first, and that will then allow you to actually use your abilities to help others. I hope that makes sense to you. And Kylie said, thank you so much. Can really relate to what you're saying. They're actually her nephews, but they're still at that age. But she has got older nieces and nephews too.
You know, the family.
Yeah, but again, it is, take notice of what the children are saying, and embrace, and don't, allow them to develop how they're meant to develop. So the next person we have on the list is Paul. So Paul would love a reading. Okay, so is it me or you first this time?
I'll let you do it.
Okay. It is, yeah, it's kind of like got lost. Okay. So what does Paul need to know for his highest good at this moment in time? What does Paul need to know for his highest good at this moment in time? Okay. So you have got comfort, Archangel Azrael. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. Okay. And what's really interesting is most of the guys today that have come on, it's really been about comfort, healing, being gentle with yourself. It's kind of like allowing the feminine side of you to actually come out to give you that balance. But so what this is saying to you, Paul, is that Archangel Azrael is actually now with you, and she's there helping your heart heal. She's there helping you heal from all those past issues, those past wounds, whether they're in this lifetime or previous lifetimes. They're actually stopping you from taking those steps forward again to actually being who you are supposed to be, fully stepping into your power. So again, it's take the time to heal, to go within, to nurture, to comfort yourself, get yourself back fully present, fully in the here and now, and you'll be amazed at what you can actually achieve for that. So start healing and be gentle and kind with yourself. I hope that makes sense, and I'll pass you over to Graham.
And what's the name of the person?
Paul.
Paul. Welcome, Paul. I want to say, I feel like I'm in a church with you. It's like you've done a lot of soul searching. I'm just sitting here and I just want to hold my hands in a prayer position and ask for understanding of what you've encountered in the last year. I'm another person with headaches. You've been doing a lot on. You've been doing a lot on computers. Say the name again, please, Ray. Because
Paul.
Paul. The reason why I'm saying to Ray to say your name, Paul, is to give it the energy that I'm feeling, because you've gone through so much in the last year, and I do feel there has been losses. And I'm going to take my glasses off again, because I'll just close my eyes and just let it flow. I learned through prayer how to listen to the voice within myself when I'm asking the divine, God, Jesus, whomever you pray to for the guidance. I'm also feel that you need to be speaking a lot more loudly than just praying, because you've got a lot to say and you've been holding back. I understand the losses, I understand the pains, I understand the heartache, but you survived for a reason, to help other people. And your heart and your emotional self are just starting slowly to get back into a balance again. The water level that I was discussing earlier. We each find our own level because we are made up of water. But you have to remember, each person is an individual. And you have such an ability to share and comfort other people as well as yourself. You need to be doing this almost professionally. And I'm curious as to what the card's going to be in a moment. But also want to say, get your hair cut. And I have no idea why, but get your hair cut. Please explain that to me. And I'll leave that with love and blessing.
Okay. No, I just did the card for Paul. So yeah, I've already done the card for Paul, but you're
did?
obviously somewhere else. Yeah.
Okay.
Paul got comfort.
Oh. That's good.
Yeah. Okay, so Jane says, thank you, absolutely agree. Still fears that things are now okay, but peeling the layers away.
Wonderful, Jane.
Yeah, beautiful.
Recognizing them as a first step to healing.
It is. So we're going to have Jay, then Jessica, Cora, Elena, Rukshaw, Daria, and then Sharon. So do you want to go first with Jay?
And who's this?
This is Where's Jay gone? I saw Jay a minute ago. Ah, there we go. So there's Jay.
Oh, I'm partially deaf, and on certain words I can't hear the word clearly. I hear noise rather than the whole word. So I thought, okay. This person is very spiritual, very emotional. Hell of a temper on you, but it's short-lived. It's let out. It's not retained, and that's the sort of person I like. It's done, it's dusted. It's not premeditated. It's just vented. But you've got to find a way of using that ability that you have of speaking your truth to other people. I see you with a lot of people around you, and I feel also that you need to be addressing this ability that you have. You speak a foreign language as well. Can you say yes or no to that? You speak a foreign language as well as English, American English, either one. But it's also your communication ability is really outstanding. I talk with my hands a lot when I do stuff, and I'm trying my hardest not to use my hands on screen because it looks really weird. But I also know that you can do You speak to a lot of people, and you need to be speaking to even more. Um, I won't say that you're a medium, but you are one heck of a coordinator, and your instincts are really starting to hone up. And you need to learn how to trust yourself. Okay, spirit coming through, and I'm seeing a lady with glasses, very thick rimmed glasses, and she was always thinking. Her phrase was, "Let me think, let me think." And you picked a little bit up. It's like a grandmother figure, but I'm not sure. But she's laughing because you said you couldn't do what I could do to this older lady. He says, "You wait till you mature enough. You'll be surprised what you can do." And I hope that resonates with you because the cards are going to tell you even more. Go for it, Ray.
Okay, so what does Jay need to know for her highest good at this moment in time? What does Jay need to know for her highest good at this moment in time? No. Jay needs to know for her highest good at this moment in time. That's why. Oh,
I love it when they do this.
oh
That
yeah.
cards with travel.
Stretching me to thing. Claircognizance, Archangel Uriel. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. So listen to the thoughts and ideas that are coming to you at the moment, because they are not just answering your questions and your prayers, but they're also going to allow you to help answer other people's questions and prayers. As Graham said, you've got some real gifts in there, and the angels are really saying, they're confirming this. You've got the rainbow there. They're saying they really want you to step up now. They really want you to actually use your gifts, your talents, and if you're still not sure of it, join a circle or something to help develop them, because you need to be out there um, doing this work. You need to be out there being of service and helping people. So don't ignore spirit, your grandmother figure, or the angels. You've got to be doing this. So I hope that makes sense um, to you. Um, okay, so that was Jay. So next we have um, Jessica. So, Jessica, yep, you can have a reading um, for us. And yeah, hi, Sammy, Leanne. If you'd like a reading, say you would like a reading, because we need you to actually put that in the comments that you would like a reading, and then you can go on the list. So, Jessica, so I'll go first this time. So, what does Jessica need to know for her highest good at this moment in time? Jessica. Interesting. So, Jessica, you've also got counselor, Archangel Azrael. You're a natural counselor, and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. Okay. So, again, what the angels are saying is that use your talents, your gifts that you've got as a counselor, whether you recognize them or not. Take notice of all the people that actually come to you for guidance, that have asked you for help over the years, and you'll actually be surprised when you look back how many people have done that, because you are a natural born counselor, and if you're not already, you need to be using those talents, those gifts, that ability to listen, to actually help people with their issues, with their problems. So again, you've got angels behind you, you've got spirits behind you, you've got all these people saying, be who you are. Again, be who you are supposed to be that person of service, and be there to help others. And if it means taking a course, then do a course. But you definitely are a natural born counsellor, and you need to play on that strength. And I'll pass you over to Graham.
Hi, Jessica. As soon as I saw your name, it reminded me of a friend of mine who's sitting on a railing with her feet dangling in flip-flops over a lake. And I just saw you just relaxing at the beach. Now, for me, beaches are cleansing. And you have, as Ray's been saying about your energy and counselling, but the waves of conscience, of emotion, of life, of words and compassion, you have all this ability within you, but you've got to take control of yourself in as much as letting yourself go, because you've been studying, you've been training, you've been doing this, and this. You've got a whole lot of training. And when did you last have a break for you? You know, when you sit at a beach or near water, that's what I'm. My dog decided to come and say hello to me while I'm talking to you, Jessica. My dog loves to lick my hands and say, I see you, Dad. I want to give you love. You have a space in your heart for animals around you and people around you. They just want to say, we love you for who you are, but you need to also relax and enjoy who you are instead of all this work. And your abilities will then step forward because, you know, she's got a very wet tongue. And your abilities, Jessica, are literally at the cusp of exploding outwards in a good way. Because when you take this break of looking after yourself and grounding yourself, the seaside's brilliant, or even a paddling pool. Water is a great unwinder, especially if it's raining in Florida because it doesn't get you cold. But I'm joking about it because the laugh is, life is easy, people screw it up. You've been training so much, you've forgotten how to relax. You need to have time for you to relax. And then once you've relaxed, all those abilities you have will just suddenly start working because you know it all already. And this is what you need to do, is to help other people. But you first got to help yourself. I've said this more than once today. People have to look after themselves in order for their gifts to have free reign. You control the words. I'm responsible for my words. I counsel people as well. But I pass what I know is from Spirit. As Ray reads the cards, I read what Spirit have given me. We are answerable for our words, but we have to look after ourselves and be honest with ourselves and then share it with other people like we're doing today. You, Jessica, can do this as well. But look after yourself first and enjoy your break. And let us know how it opens up. I'd say within a month, you'll be doing a lot more than this. A lot more. Thanks for coming in, Jessica. Love and light to you.
Okay, so next we have Cora. So, Graham, would you like to go first?
Yes, please. Welcome, Cora. Okay. This is going to be a little bit unusual. I'm actually going to be blunt for a change. What's her name again?
Her name is Cora.
Cora. Cora, why are you being a pain to yourself? You've been searching so many different places, looking around, listening, reading, listening to so many people. And I believe you've also been to mediums or psychics as well. And the answer's always been the same but different perspectives of that answer. You see, you haven't heard the sentence that makes you happy. You never will. Because the way people communicate through our hearts, through our soul, is what it is. We have no control over that. Our only control is how we respond back. And you want to respond a specific way. It doesn't work that way. Spirit will work through you. They don't tell you what to do. They don't say you've got to do A, B, C. They give you choices. You are being given so many choices, so many ways of expressing your true self. It's like, I just want to stand up and say, hey, I see you, but you're not looking at yourself. You don't see how gifted you are. Give her name again.
Cora.
I asked for Cora's name again because it's not that I'm losing what I'm saying, it's just to reaffirm that Spirit wants to go a different tangent. Because I get into a zone and then I lose it, and Spirit say, you need to change the course. So that's why I asked for the name again. Cora, you really are stubborn. What's that word? I love that word. Pontificate, procrastinate, dawdle, hold back. I think you get the picture that you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You know you're not supposed to be doing what you're doing. You're supposed to be doing something else. Well, now's the time to do it. And I know Ray's card will verify at least 75% of what I'm saying is you have now to open your mouth and trust yourself and get on with it and stop procrastinating. And I mean that with love and light to you. And Ray, thank you.
Okay, so what does Cora need to know for her highest good at this moment in time? What does Cora need to know for her highest good at this moment in time? Okay, so you have got nurture, Archangel Gabriel. As you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now.
Oh, fun.
Isn't that a most beautiful
Yeah.
card? So yes, so what again, it's a theme that's been running through this evening, and basically, what the angels are saying, Cora, is that you need to nurture your own inner child. You need to nurture the very essence of you, that being of you, and it's not just nurturing yourself, but it's nurturing children, animals, other people. It's time to allow your natural nature to actually come out and nurture. I like all those ends. Nature, nature, natural. Um, because it is very important at the moment for you to actually take that step and nurture your inner child, your inner self, and those around you. And you'll be amazed at what information you will get, and you'll be amazed at how your life will take on a completely different path, a different way of being, as soon as you start doing that nurture and you look at your inner child and you take care of your inner child, um, and just see what amazing things will actually open up around you. I hope that makes sense to you.
Do me a favour, hold her card up again. And it is Cora.
Hmm.
Just look, the people are looking at the child for what the child can give them. Your inner child can give others that light, that knowledge, that information. Thank you.
Perfect. So that was Cora, and Now we are going to Alina. So there you go. Alina would like a reading. Okay, so I'll go first. So what does Alina need to know for her highest good at this moment in time? What does Alina need to know for her high? Okay. Okay, so Alina, you have got clairvoyance. Archangel Raziel, I'm helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. Okay, so again, we're getting a lot of the clairs today as well. So basically, Alina, what the angels, what Archangel Raziel is saying is that they are there trying to help you open up your spiritual gifts, your talents, your sight, your inner knowing, allowing you to see the unconditional love that's in the world, the unconditional love of people that you can help, and that when you give them the help, it's done unconditionally and you will get the unconditional love back for it. So if you haven't already, take notice of what things are coming to you, what you're seeing, what you're sensing, what you're feeling, what information wants to come out of your mouth. And don't be afraid of it. Actually work with it, allow it to come out. You're divinely guided here. There's lots of unconditional love around you, but you need to actually allow your gifts, your talents to come forward, to actually start being of service and helping other people. I hope that makes sense, and I'll pass you over to Graham.
Thank you, Ray. We got another one. We got Peter this time. Hi, Alina. We're getting complimented tonight. We're having these people that want to troll other people's rooms and ask people for readings. It's a compliment, and
It's a
I love
compliment.
it. But Alina, I can just smile. I also feel that, just tell me yes or no to this, Alina. I feel that you are in the nursing profession, not necessarily a nurse, but in the nursing profession of caring for other people. That is what you do for a living. And for recreation, I'm being shown cameras, pictures. It's like whether you're an artist with a camera or a paint, drawing or whatever, it's all to do with balance. And you're pretty balanced, Lena. And you're also a dark horse in a good sense. Anytime, Cora. And Alina, I feel that you have so much potential. No, hang on, let's get this right. You already know that you have a lot of potential. And I also feel that you have classes. You actually teach people about using their hearts better. This is where the nursing aspect comes in. You are actually, you're an old soul. Ah, oh God, that's just popped up. Oh my God, I'm mouth shut. Oh, thank you, Spirit. It's like you're a very old soul. It's an honor to have somebody that's aware of spirit. It's the compassion that you have for compassion and passion you have for people. I know you're also writing, but you need to get book one finished. You've got half a dozen things. You're like me, multi-skilled in so many different things, mastering on. But you are a master of making people happy, and that is a beautiful flag to fly. The red dot in your sign with the little dot above it reminds me of Star Wars, with a robot with a little thing on its head. Oh my! I think I better shut up. But Alina, thank you for coming in and practice divining. you know, the old copper wires, right angles, long piece, normally about 18 inches, at least a foot long to 18 inches long, pure copper. I use the old Bic Biros, take the filling out, put the handle part of the copper into that, and hold them. It's easier for them to slide than in your hand. And I found that was very useful for divine or pendulum work. Your third eye, you've been practicing, gal, and I want to see how you do. Come on, read this card.
Well, no, the card already
Yeah,
came
I
out.
know.
Which one? Which one was it?
The third eye is so wide open. Thank you for coming in, Alina. And you've learnt to communicate better by your actions and your words. I was brought up with children with special needs. What's the word now? Disabled bodies, and the minds were not aware. But my folks brought me into the wards when I was a child, and I learnt to communicate with these people. I had to learn, they didn't. Yeah. And thank you for coming in. I mean, I just love her energy. I just love it to pieces.
Yeah, it's beautiful energy.
Thank
Okay.
you for the confirmation.
Yeah, and thank you, Alina. And yeah, use your gifts. You've got them. Right, so we're going to have Ruksha, Daria, Sharon, Sammy, Rachel, and then after
That's it.
Rachel,
That's it.
we're not taking any more. That's kind of like that's our cut-off point for today.
Thank you.
So Rachel, you will be the last person that we'll be reading for today. So our next person, as I said, was Ruksha. No, and I can't. They're on here somewhere, so we'll just have to go without putting them up until they actually comment again. So, do you want to go first this time?
Yeah, who's it for?
Ruksha.
Rachel.
No, Ruksar.
Ruksar.
Yeah, Rukhsar.
Oh. I'll go look for that. Oh, Ruksar. Okay. Welcome, Ruksar. Now, I've seen that picture before. She's an actress. But I've been shown meditation. I've been hearing the Om sound and the singing bowls. It's all to do with meditation. It's also to do with inner search, inner self search. I feel that you've had a complete change in your pathway because of other people doing things against you, and you felt that you had to change for them. Well, my dear, you don't. Being true to yourself, the vibration I was picking up on the Om, the singing bowl, it's your vibration. Your vibration is yours. It has to resonate at its own frequency. Your truth is that vibration. Your words from your heart are of that truth. People think and then they put it out into the universe and think that's all they've got to do. Well, that sends a seed. Giving voice helps it to nurture and flower. Your energy is that seed, but you've also got to use it more so. As we said with Alina, the third eye. I know they are. But you see, that's from other people. That isn't you. Your strength is in you. They have to try and mold you their way. I can't tell you, well, good. If it's not working out, there's no problem. You see, If it was working out, who's it going to be working out for? Them or you? The fact it's not working out shows it's not working. So you have control, you have choice, you can do what makes you happy. Your vibration is more important than theirs until you find yourself. And yourself is saying, listen to it, I'm here. And that's why it's not working for them, because they're trying to mold you into their expectation. And your inner self is saying, it's not going to happen. I don't want to do that. I don't want to argue, but I don't want to do that. That's why it's going like this all the time. But just take one equation away. Just say, no. You do it your way, I'm doing it mine. I may have to walk on my own for a bit. That's fine. But find your strength in that. And it takes strength to walk on your own for a bit. And you'll be surprised the joy and happiness that's just around the corner, because they're not molding you the way they want you to be molded. Mold yourself by opening up yourself and be true to yourself. And the cards are going to verify that. I guarantee it. And thank you for coming in.
Okay. What
Yes.
does I need to know for her highest good at this moment in time? What does Raksha need to know for her highest good at this moment in time? Okay. Claircognizance, Archangel Uriel. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. Okay. So, Raksha, I didn't actually hear a lot of what Graham said because I was answering some of the in the messages. But basically, this is saying, pay attention, listen to the ideas and thoughts that are coming to you now. They are answered prayers. Every time you send out a message, please can you help me? Please can you give me clarity on this situation? They are sending you the answers, but you need to tune in. You need to actually take notice of them now. You need to, that little spark that comes in, don't doubt it. Take notice of it, even if it's not a thought, but you've asked a question, or you said a prayer or something. you know Even if it's not a thought, the first thing when you switch on the telly or a truck goes past or something like that, that will be the answer. They are giving you the answers. You just need to open yourself up and listen to them. And when you do, the guidance you will give will actually help you so much more in your life. So I hope that makes sense and helps you um, on your journey. Um,
Good luck with your exams.
oh, okay. Yep. Good luck with your exams. And again, tune into your inner guidance, the information that you get when you do your exams, and you'll
Because
pass.
she's got the information already. That's why she wanted to be an accountant in the first place. So, that's half the battle, knowing where you want to go. And you've actually done that. But stick with it, girl. You'll do it. You'll do it.
Yeah, exactly. You will do. And ask the angels to be with you when you take your exams. That's not cheating, by the way. That is using divine guidance and help. That's all I'm going to say for anyone, for any tests, exams I've done in the past. It was guidance and help. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so we have now got Daria, who did say hello, Ray, Graham, and everyone. Now, Daria, as we said earlier, we don't actually read it for a specific question. It's whatever guidance comes through. And if it relates to your career, then that will be the guidance that comes through. If it isn't, then it will be guidance for something else. So I think it's my turn to go first, isn't it? Okay, so what does Daria need to know for her highest good at this moment in time? What does Daria need to know for her highest good? Okay, so Daria, you got moon cycles, Archangel Haniel. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations and capitalize upon these cycles. Okay, so what these cards are saying to me is that start looking at the moon cycles as to how you should be working, how where your energy is, where you feel most inspired. Do you feel more inspired at the new moon, full moon, the waxing, the waning, the gibbon, whatever moon it is? Just notice when you feel you're most inspired. And when you notice that moon or that sequence of the moon, then that's when you need to actually look at where your career is going, where your life is going, where your path is going. The moon cycles can really help you with this. So pay attention to those ideas. And again, as we said, somebody else had this card come up earlier. You know, each of the moon cycles, write down what's inspired you that day, what has helped you that day, what hasn't worked that day, and start noticing a pattern in the moon cycles. And that will be the moon that you need to start working with to actually help you progress on your career and forward in your life. I hope that makes sense, and I'll pass you over to Graham.
Thank you. All right. And who's this, Daria?
Yeah.
Daria Fox. Why do you have to pick a specific job now, Daria? That's one of the things you need to be asking yourself. Why do I have to pick now? You've been doing something for a while. You enjoyed it, but now it's got boring. It's because you're... I'm going to take my glasses off because... Daria, I'm actually surprised that you don't already know the job you truly want to do has already been presented to you more than once in the past. And it's either a sidestep to the type of work you're doing at the moment, or you are actually going to step from here into the new role. But you do need to trust yourself. You know, I know you've been studying for 3 years, and also you started something about a year ago to do with education. This is what your choice, your career, and what you follow in your heart for. Because this is why you are here, is to follow your dreams, your heart. And it's not about the money. Money is important, yes, and you do need to live. But it's got to have a heart to it. And your heart has been a little bit to and fro of late. As I say, you've done all this study, but now you've got to actually decide. I never did. I never decided what career I'm going to take. Opportunity came up and I took it and I walked all the way to the very end of the path, stopped, then went sideways and went on another tangent. And my life has been so full of learning, so full of knowledge, I can't even begin to say it. But your ability in your career choice or choices are simple. Follow your heart or follow the money. That's it in a nutshell. And I have my eyes closed because I can see so easily the choices that you've had. And you've had more than most. But now it's time to make a choice for yourself and not others. Let us know how it goes, and I'll leave that with love and light to you, my dear. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you. And Darius says what you were saying was spot on, but she lacks confidence, which is where the moon cycles can come in play, Daria. You know, notice when you are which moon cycles you are most confident on, and then work on that energy and building that up into your life. And yes, well, I always follow my heart, as you should do. The heart will always lead you as to where you need to go. So the last three that we're going to be reading for before we call it today because we've been quite busy today. Sharon, Sammy, and then Rachel. So where's Sharon?
Really?
So yes, there you go. So Sharon would love a reading, and she was actually invited by Donna Marie. So thank you, Donna Marie, for inviting Sharon along. Um, so do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. Hi, Sharon. Welcome. Mm. Mm. I love it. Get yourself comfortable. Right. Um, Sharon, we shall begin is a phrase that's running through my head, and I don't know why the hell it should come up. We shall begin. It's like I'm ready to do a lecture. I'm ready to do a debate, and I've got my hands on my desk, and it's like I am now going to talk and tell you something, and I've no clue what it is. There's no planning for what we do when we're working with spirit. And Sharon, just trust yourself. You have, all right, yes, I'm remembering some of the stuff I've said earlier, but it's so opportune at the moment is you've learned all you need to learn to do what you need to do now. I just want to keep talking. That's saying, keep talking, Sharon, keep talking. Oh, pardon me. You've got so much bottled up inside you. This isn't making sense to me, and I'm glad because I don't want it for me. It's for you, Sharon. You've got to start standing up there and telling people what you know. You've got ideas and you've formulated them out, but you haven't shared anything because you think, oh, they're just doodling. I invented stuff. I contacted NASA many years ago, and I had a reply in the old days within a week from England to America, and I still talk to NASA. It's amazing what you can invent in yourself because you are born with abilities that you know nothing about until you start listening to them. And Sharon, you've got all that knowledge, you've got all that ability. You're up at the desk or the dais and saying, this is what I'm going to tell you. And you've got to trust yourself to say the truth because your life is it's a lot of thinking stuff, a lot of technical stuff. Just say yes or no to this later. Leave us a message because I'd love to know if it's technical rather than just words. Because I want to know where you're going to go with this and what you're going to do with it for the good of humanity. And I'll leave that with love and blessing to you. Go for that one, pal.
Well, whilst you were talking, I had the urge to actually do the cards whilst we were talking.
That's right.
And one came out. Courage, Archangel Ariel. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. So basically, Sharon, step up, step out, speak your truth, speak what you know is right, what you feel is right, what other people should know is right. You have got to be true to yourself, to what you are, what you want to bring to the table. You've got that warrior energy within you, and the angels are saying, no, you need to now be courageous. You need to take that step. You need to actually tell people what the truth is, what it really is, what you should be doing, how you should be doing it, how they should be doing it. You need to not worry about what you're being told or what you may be being advised to do. If you feel it's wrong, you need to step forward and say, actually, this is what it is. This is the truth of it. This is the matter. Be courageous and actually stand up for your knowing, your truth. And the angels are backing you all the way with that. So I hope that makes sends to you. And we've got some, and we've got some thunder and lightning starting here because I've just seen a couple of flashes and I've just heard some thunder. So UK, we're getting a storm.
Thank you,
Okay.
Sharon.
Okay. So Sharon says, not sure, and then thanks. Thanks you. Okay. Yeah, I don't know which one you weren't sure of or thanks. If you look back at it, um, watch the replay, and what we've said hopefully will make a little bit more sense when you actually watch the replay on it.
And don't forget that the message that we're giving you individually may not be just for you, but it can be passed on to those around you when you share what you've heard or experienced and felt. And they go, oh, yeah, I can take that, because we are just the messengers. That's all we are.
We are, yes. Although I feel that courage card is definitely for you.
Oh, yeah.
Let that worry come through. Next we've got Sammy Liam. Okay, so we will do the reading for Sammy. So is that me first? Yes, me first, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. I get so confused. It's confusing. Okay, so what does Sammy need to? Okay. Again, a card that came out earlier, but this is for you, Sammy. Outdoors, Archangel Jophiel. Go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. Okay, so Sammy, if you've not been spending enough time outdoors, why not? You need to actually start going out more into the outdoors, into nature. And again, it's not going out and being on your phone or on your iPad whilst you're out. It's actually being out and seeing what is around you, breathing in the air, connecting to the energy of plants, of flowers. Sit with your back to a tree. Yeah. Sit, go and find a tree and sit with your back to the tree and just tap into that energy, and you'll feel the stress that's around you just literally flowing out. Nature is one of the best stress releases there is, and the angels are saying you need to release that stress, because when you release that stress, you get great ideas, you get insights coming in that will actually help you better your life. So go and find a tree. You don't need to hug it. You can just sit with your back to it, but connect with nature, and you'll be amazed at how relaxed you'll feel and what information will come through for you. So I hope that makes sense, and I'll pass you on to Graham.
Hi, Sammy Leanne. Lovely name. Lovely name. Yeah, grounding is your biggest problem, but also the footwear that you have. Have you tried just walking out barefoot? I know it sounds daft, and I didn't do it very much in England, only when I was at the seaside or a pool. But grounding yourself is very important, because of the energy that you have is a little bit twisted and turned a bit. It's not aligned because of all the emotional stuff you've been going through. I also feel that it's like I'm just wanting to stretch. Ooh. And yawn. I know a lot of people forget to look after themselves. And a lot of people tend to think they've got to keep going, go to bed, pass out, wake up in the morning, start all over again. The days are a blur. To find inner peace, grounding is so important. As Ray said with the card, get you back to a tree, or just lay on the grass, or just be outside with nature. Even smelling the flowers, the fragrance, looking at them, watching ants moving around, or something to do with nature. It brings you down, it calms you down, it slows you down. And that's what you need to do, because that emotional stuff that you've been going through, Sammy, it's over the hard part. I do feel that you've had a lot of captivation, is the best way of describing it. You've been held back by everything around you with the COVID and stuff like that. And you're feeling like it's just going to go on. You know, is there going to be an end to it? One day there may be, but each day we're given to live, we can be doing the highest and best for ourselves in respect and courtesy to others, whatever your beliefs are. We have viruses and we have medicines and we have doctors, we have hospitals, we have nurses and all the rest of it. Nobody knows an answer, but the only answer you can give yourself is, who am I? What do I want with my life? I need a break. Grounding will help you find that peace of mind and body. Your spirit is already halfway there. Yeah. You see, when you don't vent, when you don't ground yourself, it bottles up into your emotional area. This is what I go by, my guts, my sternum, my emotional centers. I listen to that every day when I'm working for you, Sammy, with spirit. I don't hide it. I vent it. Go, as Ray has said in the past a couple of times today, write things out, pro and con. Each line is like happy, sad, food, diet, liquid, tea, whatever. Pros and cons all the way. I do 10 words, so it's 20 words. Read it, hold it for a week, rewrite it, but you can only use the words there. Yeah. So you see, you've got to find out who you are, Sammy. This is what it's about. Your friend gave you the friendship, the love, and that is inside you and you feel lost. This is why you've got to ground yourself down and just let all that negativity go out, because your friend's love is supporting you. It's not holding you back because that friend is no longer here. So you have a friend now looking after you, wanting you to be better for you. Use that friendship to help other people, yourself first. And I hope that gives you peace of heart and mind, because your spirit needs that break. And you'll be surprised what you can do later. Love and blessing. Thanks for coming in, Sammy.
Yeah, thank you, Sammy. And the last one for tonight is going to be for Rachel. So, Graham, would you like to go first?
Yes, I'll go first. Before I do, Rachel, I just want to thank everybody. This is an hour show. We've been on 2 hours and 24 minutes. It's been amazing. But it's all because of you and spirit and the guidance from the cards of angels. And Rachel, how many times do you ask people, mediums, do we have anything for you? You know we do. I want you to start doing this. I want you to get a pack of playing cards, Rachel Gilbert, and read playing cards. It's amazing what you can learn with just a plain deck of cards. I think Ray has used playing cards for readings, and you don't need the pictures half the time. The pictures give you focus, and then your intuition steps in, and then you interpret. With playing cards, you don't have the pictures unless it's a Jack, Queen, King. But all others, what was that song? The Deck of Cards by a singer. I'll forget it now. An English comedian back in the days. I'll remember it. But what I'm saying is, Rachel, is that you have Max Bygraves. That's it. Deck of cards. And there's a story in the book, and this is all getting from spirit. The story is about evolution, it's about faith, it's about God, it's about life, just from a pack of cards. Listen to it. The Deck of Cards by Max Bygraves. And you'll find some answers in there for you, Rachel. And I feel that this is what you need to be doing, is finding answers to the questions. Yeah, we never do enough. And this is what I feel that you need to be doing, is answering those questions within yourself. And the cards will definitely lay it out better than I do. Thank you.
Yep. Yeah, Rachel says she'll have a listen. Well, again, whilst Sir Graham was reading, I felt inclined to shuffle the cards. And we have got career transition, Archangel Samuel. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. So, Rachel, hold on to your hat because your life is about to change. You are going to be guided and given information, downloads, thoughts, things are going to you're going to keep seeing the same thing coming up, whether it's angel numbers or whether it's the same program, similar programs. Thank you here on the radio. You are now going to constantly hear, see, or know these things because they are actually going to trigger your life purpose, what you are really here to do. You are going to be on a completely different career transition. Um, that who knows where it's going to take you, but you will get there. It won't be a quick one, but it will be something you will gradually build to. And I'm so happy for you. I'm just getting this overwhelming from the angels. It's kind of like, yes, you're going to be doing what you were supposed to be doing. We are so pleased for you. You are going to be helping so many people with what you're going to do. So look out for those synchronicities, those nudges that are going to keep coming in for you now. If you haven't already thought of what your life purpose is, you are going to be shown the signs of what your life purpose is, and that will give you a completely different career transition. So I hope that makes sense. It's absolutely a brilliant card to come out. So again, thank you to for joining the show, and thank you to everyone and those that are still here that have stayed all the way through. Thank you so much because again, when we give these messages, quite often they resonate for everyone who turns up. Yeah, so Rachel is going to keep a lookout. So even those of you who didn't get a reading this week, if you actually watch the replay, you'll actually find that there'll be some things that have come up either from the angels, from spirit, that will actually resonate with you because you were meant to hear them today when you joined the show. I hope that makes sense. Um, Yep, Susie, who did disappear but then came back. Susie's been with us from the beginning. So, Fab Show, thank you, Susie.
In
Thank you
part,
for being.
in part.
Well, apart from when she did, she got distracted, but she was still here all the way through. So yes, so thank you, everyone that's been here today, and Graham and I will be doing. Look, my voice is beginning to go now. And Graham and I will be doing this again in 3 or 4 weeks. So do look out for us. Again, Facebook and YouTube live. And we look forward to seeing you again. If you did come along, we didn't get to you because of the time. As Graham said, we did start 2.5 hours ago. So we kind of like need to call it a break at some point. Otherwise, we just we won't get clear messages again because they'll just kind of like we need to go and ground ourselves now to actually bring ourselves back down. But it has started raining as well, so I'm not going out to a tree. Although I might just go and stand out in the rain actually and just let the rain come down. on me. Graham, I don't know if you've got anything else you
Yeah,
wanted to say.
if anybody wants further information, um, I've got my website up there on the thing, but email or phone or text, Ray or myself would be happy to assist you later. Um, but I want to thank everybody, and I actually saw that what was it? Sharon McCready is not technically minded, which I thought was hilarious. But thank you everybody for coming in, and it has been a blessing today, even more than last time. And hope you'll join us again in 3 or 4 weeks. I'm off to Port St. Lucie on Saturday and Sunday in Florida. I don't care what the weather's like. I'll be indoors with an AC running.
Yeah, and I'm going to be running a retreat down in Glastonbury on the 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th of September, which Jane will be coming to, so she will be getting some time for herself.
Oh, Jane actually will be there. Oh,
Jane will actually be on my retreat, so we're not in a camper van though. We are staying in a holiday. We are staying in a cottage,
that's the plan, is it?
but that's the plan. No, that is definitely the plan. But she won't be with her partner. You know, that's for another time in the camper van with her partner. And that. So again, thank you everyone so much for watching and joining in. And as I said, if you're watching the replay, you'll find that there's something there for you. And look forward to speaking to you and seeing you all again in 3-4 weeks. Take care. Bye.
Bye bye.